Today we're diving into Daniel Smith's Sodalite Genuine, the moody, ultra-granulating Primatech that drops blue undertones like it's brooding in a cave. Let's see what this rock can do. We're delving into the mystery of Daniel Smith's Sodalite Genuine. I think the name is hilarious, but the color is super, super cool. Now, this is just an amazing granulating color. It comes out of the tube, it has some hints of blue in it. But then when it sits on the paper, you're going to start to see the granulation just separates. And it is just absolutely fantastic for granulation. And here's a painting in New Orleans where I threw it into here. Now, because of it's kind of a bluish black, you don't want to mix it with complementary colors. So don't throw it into an orange or yellow, for example, but it works great in greens and the blue sections. And the first thing I'm doing here with my test of this is I just want to go from dark to light. Now, as you can see, this is a very dark color initially out of the tube. And if you try to find what pigment this is made of, there's no pigment number on the tube. It's just made from Sodalite Genuine. And I guess this comes from the hills of Mount Vesuvius and also Greenland. But in this first initial wash, I'm just trying to go from dark to light, see what happens with the paint, if it's very streaky or not, if it's easy to manipulate. This color is actually pretty easy to get a nice wash from dark to light. It's not very streaky. You're not going to see the granulation at first, but you're going to see it after a couple minutes. It really starts to kick in. The second test I want to do here with this color is I'm going under here with the swab. I'm trying to get just a medium value wash, an even wash across this whole paper. And I'm doing this part flat while the previous test, the paper was angled a little bit, so gravity was helping with the wash. And then with this test, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the color just kind of sit there on the paper for a few seconds. And I'm going to come back into it. I'm going to drop some water on top of the wet paint. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see if this color blossoms very much or not. Certain colors blossom very easily in watercolors, certain colors don't. You got to give it just a couple seconds for the color to start to sink into the paper just a little bit. And then I'm holding this down because my paper was warping a little bit. I'm coming back in here with just some clear water, dropping into that to see if this does separate. Now, this color, I do love this color, and I do use this a lot in my palette and in paintings. And unfortunately, it doesn't blossom very easily. The color has a tendency to the blue has a tendency to soak into the paper too quickly. And so it doesn't really do very much with blossoms. If you're trying to get intentional water blossoms with this color, this is probably not one of the colors to use. Though I do use this color all the time. If I just want extreme granulation in my colors, I throw some Sodalite Genuine into things. And you can just see here like this, and I'm trying to dry the paper just a little bit with some water, coming back in with water, dropping that on top of it to see if the blossom effects happen. And just not much happens. And then I'm going to try this again with a light value wash across the whole piece of paper. That's what I'm doing here. So I'm putting the color down on the dry paper first. You put the color down, get it even across the whole thing. I'm doing this flat, of course. I don't want gravity moving things. Do a little cleanup on the edges here. And then you got to wait a couple seconds and come back in with clean water, of course. Don't throw sludge back on top of it. And just drop it on top and see if it happens. Water blossoms too. Hardest thing, especially for beginning students, is you just can't mess with it. You got to just put the water down. And then just have faith and give it a couple seconds. Sometimes it takes a few seconds to kick in. Sometimes it takes a few minutes to kick in. And you can see here, this really does not blossom very much. But it's an amazing color. I do highly recommend it. I use it a lot because of the extreme granulation. So that's Sodalite Genuine. Deep shadows, dramatic granulation, and those slow burn blue undertones that sneak up on you. Perfect for painters who like their neutrals with attitude. If you enjoyed this content, please hit subscribe. If you're interested in all the materials used in this painting, check out the YouTube description below. Thank you for watching, and happy painting.